Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile with me, EclecticAndrew the Gamer, and our good little witchy. Today, we are going to be listening to some cool little labyrinthine music. Because we will be ascending again. We will do our best to ascend in the labyrinth as we take on the Cruel Labyrinth.
Ascend.
Could it all be a cruel joke? No, we won't let it be a joke. Come, witchy. Let us go into Labyrinth once again to gain more power. You know, I am looking at my skills, of course, and seeing there's not a lot of synergy between everything going on. I see that. I understand that. I'm just building whatever I can at the moment, I guess. It seems like it's effective in some ways. Especially having Spellslinger going all the time with Flame Wall and Vortex. Those should be really good. Defensively and offensively, because Flame Wall, of course, deals more fire damage adds fire damage to your physical attacks. Because how much does it add, then? It will add a maximum of 52 to 79 added fire damage. So yeah, that's about 100 fire damage per attack. And I already have some fire damage going on with the added fire damage support gem. And yes, I definitely want to take on some more spells, wand branches in the path, in the tree, skill tree. However, I believe I'm gonna do one or two more things, and then that's probably it. What I'm gonna be doing. So I should be hitting up the elemental wand damage pretty soon, within like three or four. Well, I don't want to say episodes, but parts, you know, of this Let's Play, but I want to say like 3 or 4 parts of the game. Because I'm in Act 7 now, so by Act 10, I should be hitting up that elemental weapon damage that that a couple of the wand branches have on the tree. So that'll be very nice for Witchy. Because let's see here, I'm doing chaos damage and cold damage, a little bit of cold damage. But really what I was hoping to do early on in the build idea was to increase Witchy's physical to lightning damage with all the elemental nodes for the Wanderer to deal more lightning damage than normal damage.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
Oh, yes I do. Yes I do.
The Emperor beckons,
And the world attends. Yes. When Zaro says that that he beckons and the world attends, he summons these portals, of course.
Violence is delicate.
So always be paying attention to what he's saying, and it will give you a clue as the first off what you're going to be fighting in the arena. Because he will always have these 3 little elevators that will summon something.
Such resilience.
In this case, it was portals to another world to summon bony little minions of fire, ice, and lightning damage. In other instances, he can summon lieutenants to fight beside him. He can summon golems that will give him an essence of that element's damage. And it's always fire, ice, and lightning damage that he revolves around. Even his first statues, they give him the 3 elemental powers. Curses. Whoa, shit.
Justice is served.
Give me one moment, please. Okay, welcome back. I just had to beat Izaro one more time. And yes, of course, the layout and the challenges of Izaro's battle room are always the same within the labyrinth. But the labyrinth itself is always random, so you'll see that I actually am pretty much right to where I died just now, but it's a different setup. Different traps, different set of layout of walls. Probably the monsters are all the same. Yes, we had a little death in the labyrinth, didn't we, everyone? Whoa, Roomba, Roomba. Or Roomba almost took me out. That's what you get when you're not a cat. Roombas will kill you if you're not a cat. Oh, come on, Roomba, go away. Cats love Roombas, don't they? All cats love Roombas. All Roombas love cats. That's the way of the world. It's their little throne to sit upon. Darn, you know, I haven't done this in a little while. Wow. I haven't done this in a little while, so I'm kind of tongue-tied and twisted here. This won't be a dark shrine, will it? No. See, it's timed, so it's not a dark shrine. Usually the dark shrines are hidden throughout behind the walls of the labyrinth. But other than that, I really want to head to the right. See, because heading to the left got me to that area. But I want to head to the right to make more forward progress through the labyrinth. I honestly don't know the benefits of doing the side areas of the labyrinth over and over again. I just like doing it as fast as I can. Doing it as well as I can to make as much forward momentum as progress as possible. And there should be a dark shrine here because we did find a... Yep, there it is. We did find a little hidden switchy that led us behind the walls of the labyrinth into the darkness. Okay. And we get a gift from the primitive past, which it's got a big old shield on us, so it looks like it's the impenetrable. Oh, that's the defensive layering added one. So yeah, look at my energy shield. It's almost 5,000 now. That adds a lot of flat defenses to our defense. And I'm taking... As I take a bunch of chaos damage from a little dart. Weird. It looks like if I wanted to go right, I'd have to go back down here. Watch out for the Roombas. And the darts, of course. This can't be right. Well, I'm going to check it anyways, see if there's a corner that I missed a door in. And if not... I don't know what I'll do. Because the door to go forward should be to the right. Typically, these labyrinths have a layout that is easily managed by the computers that generate it. That tells them how to build these randomly generated rooms. And I don't think I'm going the right way. Wow, I'm really not going the right way to find this door. Where the hell is this door? It's not behind the dark shrine that I left, is it? Wow, that'd be weird. That'd be really weird. Keep getting hit by these darts, and because there's no monsters around to heal my flasks off of, I'm almost out of life flasks to recover my life from. You know what? In that case, then, let me just turn off clarity for a minute. Till I get some quests. There we go.
When I'm ready, and not before.
If I have any problems with my mana, I'll figure it out a little bit. But I just want to keep my life up. Oh, a poem. We're heading the right way. Remember, the poems are almost always on the path to the aspirant's trials. Although this is a very weird little hallway. Wonder why the labyrinth got set up backwards here. Wonder why.
I need more mana.
Very strange. And yes, I need more mana. I have flasks for that. Ooh, what are you? A tormented monster. Who deals extra cast damage. Lovely. Glad I killed you, otherwise you could have destroyed the hell out of me. Yeah. See, the left door is heading right. It's backwards. Only one way to go from here, so let us find our way. The back side of this room should lead us on towards to the aspirant's trial. I have it in my head now that I want to call it a sprite trial. Now, like I want to take a can of Sprite, open it up, and drink it during this trial. And yeah, I can only face tank all those traps like I did just now because I took off clarity and had no life reservation. Reservation. That's a weird word I've come up with out of my mouth. Well, oh, you know, maybe I should have read that poem while I went by. I don't know if the poems are different between the different types of labyrinths.
When the time
Between the
comes
different
to
levels.
strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain doubt is to dance with death.
Well, the reason I'm
As many
so
were consummate survivors.
into
They had to be,
talking about
having
the
been
sound
sired
of
in the
the
most inhospitable
poems
range
and
of
everything.
mountains in all of Rayclast. Unfortunate, some might say. I do not. I believe it was the making
yeah, this is
of
the
them,
same.
and of us.
But I'm hoping that now, from here on and going forward, that we have better audio within my
When one defiles the effigy, one
videos
defiles
of
the
Path of
emperor.
Exile. As I have noticed a problem, of course, in the Let's Play and during editing, that the volume sucked when I was leaving it talking
Give
to
up
itself.
yourself.
It's talking to you by talking to all the NPCs and everything. The volume sucked.
When I'm ready,
It was either
and
here,
not before.
there, loud, low, quiet. And I couldn't figure it out for a minute. So I thought about it, and decided to test it today. And actually, what it is my way of recording these videos.
No two gods are alike.
It records
Ambition.
the master volume of the sound
An
of my
empire must
computer,
be built to weather
not
any
the
storm.
sound of the application I am recording, or the application area. So I've actually had to up my master volume of the computer up a bit in order to make it so that the volume of the game can be heard better than not.
I need more
So hopefully
mana.
you all enjoy that more. Who's ever watching and enjoying this, I hope you are enjoying this. I hope you are enjoying the music. Dance to the music. Actually, the music in this game isn't that great, I think. I've mentioned this before, it sounds a lot like Secret of Evermore's music, but in a bad way. I like Secret of Evermore's music because it's kind of nostalgic, I guess, but it's also kind of more in a fun, primitive way. Not just primitive, but hold on, I've got it. Hold on, I've got it. But it's also kind of more the environmental drumbeat that gets... Is this one closed? This one's not closed. That gets that game very good, I mean, it's not like I like it, but it's better than listening to nothing, I guess, in that game. Or all the various monster splishings you do. Okay, you know what? I can't solve this at the moment. I don't care. I'm busy. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with the puzzle. I want to ascend. I want more power. More power. More power. Deeper. Deeper. How deep can you go? Hello, can you go? Hello, can you go? Oh. I don't know what that's gonna sound like, but we'll see in editing and in the future video and everything. Almost here. Almost to the next room. I believe there should be one more room before the trial. There was only one way to go, but... Oh no, there were two ways to go. Now I have a back door and two forward doors. One which will go to a dead end, and the other one that will go to the aspirant's trial. Or the sprite trial, as I called it a second ago. Ooh, a superior gem. The superior choice of gems is the superior one. Because when I use a superior gem, I use Doseki, I guess. There should be horses in this game. There's not really any horses in the game. Horses are a very rare animal in video games, really. At least from what I've seen. Sure, there's Witcher, there's Red Dead.
I need more mana.
There was another one I was thinking of just a minute ago. Oh, Fire Emblem. And of course, Final Fantasy has chocobos. But not really too many games make use of horses. Makes no sense though, they were a very popular mode of transportation for such a long time. We still call an engine's power horsepower. We still judge it by how fast a horse can travel. And you know, actually a fun thing I saw once on History Channel or something like that, or one of the historical channel series, whatever, examining the use of horses in olden times, that the horses back then, fully armored and decked out with people and everything, could run 40 miles per hour in actual combat. So that's why they're referred to as lightning chargers, like Lightning Brigade back in the Civil War, or Revolutionary War, or whatever it was called for us in America. But then also there's the Sherman tanks we have almost nowadays. They can also run about 40 miles per hour in full combat. So that's pretty interesting that the horses of yesteryears are pretty much equal in speed and power, even though the devastation is completely different, of the horses of nowadays. And I assume it's kind of like a physical, not physical, but physics manner of working during combat in combination with humans.
And not before.
Because there was that one movie, wasn't there, with the AI-controlled airplane. And I don't know a single thing about it. All I know is that it was a movie.
An aspirant can afford to be promising.
And I promise you I will win. You know, I should focus on this for a minute. So let's talk about this. The third battle against Izaro in the Cruel Labyrinth. last time in the normal labyrinth.
Empire through trouble.
All these traps in the final room were disabled. Now, we're broken actually. Now, however, they are fixed and working condition and order.
Stay the course.
So, you have to pretty much pay attention to where you're standing. And Izaro has that little green circle he just had around him. That is a warp circle. In the area, anything in the area around him will warp to a different area in the room. Like that. There's another circle at the end of where he would warp whatever's in his circle to.
Your destination
Kind of like a
is
wormhole
more
or whatnot.
dangerous than the journey, Ascendant.
But wow, I did it. Did it easily. Yay. Oh, I freaked out for a second. I thought I was standing on a trap without realizing it. But yes, that is the Cruel Labyrinth. Talk to the Altar Ascendency to get 2 more Ascendency points. And I will definitely be going for Forbidden Power. 6% increased area of effect per power charge. We like power charges. 6% increased damage per power charge. We like damage per power charge. Gain a power charge after spending a total of 200 mana. We spent a lot of mana, honestly. And +1 to maximum power charges. So let's go. This is the boss. This is the bomb. No way that chest only dropped an orb of chance. Wow, that's weird. The boots. The boot enchantment gives you, at least right here, it gives me added damage if I've taken a critical strike recently. I don't really care for that. The glove effect can now be a higher tier of effect of enchantment than what it was in the normal labyrinth. So, that's all that is. And as for power charges, let's go see. We have more power charges. More power charges. How many can I get? How much more power can I get? 10,000. 6 power charges. Can I get more power charges? No, just 6 power charges for a total of, whoa, 10,000, yada yada. Spell power. Attack power.
When I'm ready,
Damage per second for power siphon. But you know what? I now have power charge and critical support, and power charge for spending mana. So let's try out Kinetic Blast. Let us see here. Starts with 3,700 yada yada. If we were to use Kinetic Blast against our enemies, 2 power charges almost instantly. 3. More monsters, please. 5. 6 already. So that's our maximum power charges, and we deal a damage of 7,500. Okay. Not the best. Not as good as Power Siphon, of course, but look at this. We're destroying these monsters in this forest. We're going through them like a hot knife through butter. Like more than butter. We're going through it like a hot knife in ice.
I need more mana.
And butter. Frozen butter? Would that be frozen butter? Yes, that would be frozen butter. Look at that damage. So much damage. Unlimited power for Witchy. And yay, another level up. And I was speaking earlier about what I'd like to use my level ups on in the coming days of our Let's Play. First of all, I want to yes, I will take 100% increased energy shield from my helmet. That's technically just doubling the base energy shield that I get from my helmet, which is almost 500 from my helmet. Just my little old helmet. But other than that, what I will do next is I will either go here to this branch or to this branch. Don't believe there's anything else. Oh, I have to still finish this. Don't worry, I'll finish that. I still kind of want to go here. But maybe not. You know, honestly, maybe I should just go for my leeching. Because I do so much damage. I mean, I do 7,000 damage. If I take this branch, that's 1%, 1.2%. 1% of is 70, as opposed to this 10 with maybe 200. Plus this leech life attack is 4, plus another 1%. That's 140. Because 7,000, 1% of 7,000 is 70. So 140 is 2% per second. Wow. Holy crap. That's a lot of life leech. And honestly, if I could... I could do something else, because my spell damage should also still be doing a lot of damage. Huh, that's weird. Actually, it looks like it doesn't. Looks like a Vortex is the only thing that does damage. That does the hit damage. You know, the pop damage. Besides Ice Nova, of course. And Ice Nova is kind of, something I was talking about a second ago with where it doesn't really seem like it's gonna pop off or mesh with this build. Because otherwise I'm doing deep dot damages. Because what I'm thinking with regards to looking at that damage is also leeching spell damage. But then I guess this right here is like 1% of 4,000 is 40. So that'd give me 40 leech per second. With regards to how much energy shield I'm regenerating already, which is how much again? Oh, just still 40 because my evasion sucks. 51. But then did you see what I just saw a little bit ago? Because I have no armor, but I have evasion. Maybe that wouldn't be the best thing I saw. Because 40% increased armor and evasion rating while leeching. Jeez. Then no, I don't want to go for that. What I would like to go for is this and maybe this. But much later. Maybe not much later, but I do have to look at my equipment. Because honestly, these two are almost perfect the way they are. For my build, the way they are, the way my build is. But if I switch these two out for some good energy shield and evasion boots and gloves, and I already have evasion on my rings, very good evasion on my rings, maybe some kind of evasion. Oh, I don't know. What time are we up to so far? 30 minutes? Let's go. Let's go killing things. Kill, murder, maim, the bug. Die, bug, die. I will not even need a brick to squish you.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Now we can see that there's an exclamation point.
I need more mana.
And a way to go into a side area. The side area, if I go over to it, which I will now, will be a way into the zone known as... Come on, get over there. A little bit faster, Witchy. Get a little faster. Monsters to kill, experience to get. All experience is good experience. Unless you lose it. Don't lose it. The Dread Thicket. Yes, the Dread Thicket. We can return there, of course. And although in Act 2 it was kind of useless to go there, there does seem to be a reason to go into the Dread Thicket now in Act 7. So that'd be very nice. And I keep trying to attack foxes. I don't want to attack foxes, but they keep scaring me because they move, and there's not many things in this game that move that you don't kill. Just immediately off the bat. Whoops, went by it. But other than that, this exclamation point should be a very handy-dandy Asmeri Shrine. Oh yay. Let us help Bruce. What's with all these dead bodies that have been uncovered in the dirt? This seems smart. Oh well, Bruce, I now lay you down to rest. Oh, your dead ancestors are coming to attack me. Can't imagine why. We do hate you as much as they hate us. Seriously, I don't like Bruce. I'm sorry, I don't understand why Helena fell in love with him in some fashion. Oh well. Moonstone Ring, let's see if that's any good. No. Let's go talk to Helena, having completed the quests for her, specifically for her.
I feel I have failed my poor Groost, not being able to return his bones to the resting place of his people.
I'm sure that's not why they
we
attacked
have done
us.
all we could, considering the circumstances. Groost was a practical man at heart. He would understand.
I'm sure he
You deserve
would.
our thanks. Here are some of Groost's most treasured possessions. I'm sure he would have wanted you to have one.
Would he? Oh, they're necklaces. Yeah, sure. No.
Journey
That'll be
I
all
have
for
asked
everyone.
questions of spirit, and it has answered in dreams that wake me with screaming.
Ugh.
Arakali will suck all life from this land, leave only empty husks and dusty bones. There will be no spirit, no us, no thing left to love and laugh. Only husks and dust and Arakali.
Ugh, that's sickening. You think she's just a sex spider, but no, she wants to drain the light from the land.
Groost hunted too far from the lands of spirit and fell prey to a spiritless one. I am sad at how he passed, an ugly death. Yet I am thankful that he suffers no more, that he has now found his way back to the spirit, that he can rest now.
Oh. Good, I suppose. He's found his way back to spirit.
Greetings.
What do you have to say about Arakali,
From what I
Armor?
can recall, Arakali was a Val fertility goddess, a rather unsettling union of sexuality and mortality. Whilst usually presenting herself as a large arachnid, Arakali would often assume human form, a ruse intended to lure mortals into the act of copulation.
Wow, is that legal to say on YouTube? Am I breaking a TOS? I hope not.
After satiating her carnal desires, she would then quench her divine thirst, draining her erstwhile lover of all
she sounds like an
bodily
antlion.
fluid. Her acolytes would then collect
You know,
the
she does actually
desiccated
sound
husk
exactly like an antlion,
and
from what I
give
know
it
of
a
antlines
decorative
nowadays.
placement in Arakali's unholy temple. I fear that Silk knows not the true nature of the marriage he so desperately seeks.
He
Keep
just
your
wants
wits
someone to
about
love
you.
him. He just didn't have anyone to find him somebody to love him.
May humanity flourish.
Mother
I
of
wonder
despair.
If Grathkar would still grieve for her children
yeah.
if she knew the truth. The Spinner of Shadows had no aspirations until Grathkar's daughters plotted against her. They saw her power over the people, her miraculous potions,
Huh.
her intoxicating lusts. They feared Arakali, thought she might threaten their legacy. Yet that's the curious thing about spiders. They only leave their web when you
Oh,
force
really?
them to.
Or daughters, anyways.
Remember, humanity.
Good
Too
to
bad,
see
so
you still
sad.
kicking, legend has it. Kishara got herself in some hot water with a certain Queen Adziri. Details
another
are
Valish
vague as to
queen.
exactly how, but by all accounts, Aziri weren't the most understanding of lasses.
No, she really isn't.
Kishara, being the free-spirited sort, probably just pricked the royal ass with some spiky facts from the outside world. Almost lost her head for her trouble, Kishara. Aziri took her ship and made sacrifices of her crew, forced the poor girl into hiding.
Poor crewmates.
Still, Kishara being of a wily inclination like myself, she slipped through Aziri's talons and right out of the Empire. But before she left, Kishara hid the star somewhere near the causeway that leads into the old Vald city up north, just in case she got caught, I suppose. Something like that in the hands of a tyrant like Aziri. Who knows what trouble she might have found with it.
Yeah, that would have been horrendous.
Always keep your eyes on the horizon.
Well, now, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our episode today, and until next time, take care of yourselves and have fun. Bye-bye.